What are the effects of these direct energy? They have direct energy machines or so. What are the effects of them?
Well, it's like implants that they can stimulate from a distance. Some of it we think is coming from a drone, okay, because we have some evidence that would imply that's occurring, and we'll produce that in an injunction when we send it to the court. But it seems that they can do that. They can also some of the other things are direct energy weapons that burn people, has been. I mean, this is long. This is not new technology. This goes back to the 70s and 80s when the Russians did it with our embassy in Moscow. It was used, I think, in the Cuban embassy at all. So it's nothing new. I mean, this is simply the older technology that they're working on much more sophisticated stuff now, and it's like even using brain computer interfaces and how that can happen and how you can reverse that to have the computer feed the brain as opposed to the brain feed the computer. So those kinds of things are being developed now too, and I think there's over 100 patents in terms of different energy type weapons and chip type technology, things of that nature. So I mean, this has not been really investigated by anybody to any great degree or extent at all, and it should be, because you cannot trust these people. That down through we've got the historical record of what governments have done with the technologies as they were developing them. They were using them on people unwittingly. People didn't know what was happening. And they were testing them just in the public domain.
What can you tell us about what you know about this technology, especially the level of nanotech and, again, mind control, this sort of thing?
I think in that field there are, at least publicly available, there are over 100 patents involved. Now, that doesn't talk about some of the secret patents that if governments develop things behind closed door for the military or whatever, they can issue patents and keep them secret and not expose them to the public. So we don't know how much of there is there. But the idea is they've been working a long time on computer-brain interface and how you can read and interpret the electromagnetic signals from the brain, and how you can basically use that to interpret, using software, interpret what people are thinking or what they want done. Well, but once you do that, you see the reverse is also possible. And that means you could have the computer talk to the brain. So once you get these chips, it's a two-way street, right? You can go one way or the other. This is now, and just think of being, very soon you're gonna have your toaster and refrigerator on the internet. So it's gonna be the Internet of Things. Well, you and all these people that are chipped then just become another thing on the internet. And so they're all set up to be monitored, tracked, and everything else through that, as well as their phones and everything else. That using it's a program called Treasure Map, is the NSA program to do all this tracking. And all it will be is another dimension to add to the tracking. But at the same time, it adds that interface where you can go both ways. So you can think of that central hive mind generating a message to everybody. This is the really possible in the future now. This is really dangerous stuff. You can set up people for anything you want to do. If you want to wipe them out or whatever, it's all possible.